Yeah, the bonuses for the relationship program. I haven't worked on the bonuses for the other one yet.
Oh, you've only worked for one bonus
No,
or one of
three
the program.
bonuses for one of the programs. Yes,
Okay, you have three bonuses for it now, so that one is done.
that one is done.
Okay, so and you haven't worked on the rest. Okay, we're not going to be
Mm,
waiting for perfection, right? We're not
okay.
going to wait for perfection because what you also have done is better than not done. So while waiting for this thing to be done, let's get other stuff that we need to do so that you can begin to make some cool cash, huh? So
Yeah.
now what the existing customers you have, you were working with them, and so what's the update?
Okay. This is the last week. I've gotten some testimonials, but nothing really punchy. They say, "Oh, it's good," but I don't see. But so I'm thinking maybe it's my
Maybe the question you
maybe I
asked them,
yes, maybe I'm not
okay,
asking the right
you're not asking the
questions.
right question. Now let's fix that so that
Yes,
you need to get that testimonial right.
yes.
So number one, the question you want to ask is, um, where were you? So tell me why you got into this program.
Okay.
My screen. Oh, you can't see my screen. I'm not sharing the screen with you. Sorry, let me share the screen with you so that you can see it. Oh, just 1 second. So that I think when you see my screen, you'll be able to see it, and then um, obviously we send to you too.
So I've not been getting my recording, so not
Ah,
one. I haven't even one.
you've only gotten one.
I've
Hello?
not gotten even one. None has been sent to me.
None at all.
None at all.
That's creepy. Okay, I will ensure that I'll tell Sammy and make sure he gets it across to you today. This
Oh,
one and the previous one. I'll make sure he gets them to you today.
thank you, sir.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
So you can see my screen, right? No, you can't. You still can't see it
No,
yet.
not yet.
You can't see it. Yeah, I can see that you can't see it. Just 1 second. Let me see. You should be able to see it now. Why did you get into this program? No, you can see. I know you can see it shortly.
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, good. So first, you're asking them, okay, why did you get into this program? You know,
Mhm.
then what was happening to you before you got into this program? I mean, you want to know what their present their states before. Then the next thing you want to ask is,
Okay.
since you got into this program, how has your life changed since you
Okay.
jumped in? What would you okay? Do you think it's what what the pay? Most people are afraid to ask that question. If you're not comfortable asking, you can delete it. Um, okay. What would you advise? Just these three questions. It may try not to make it easy. These four questions are fine. So the punchy thing that you're looking for
Okay.
now, it's going to be this one. Since you got into this program, how has your life changed? You
All
understand?
right. All right.
Because I think that's the
That's
key
the
question.
third
That's the key
question.
thing. Yes, that's the key thing you want to know. How did he help you? So from
Uh-huh.
whatever thing they sell, they say is what you use. Because the kind of question you ask them, if you ask open-ended question so that they can talk.
All right.
So if you ask a clear-ended question, they can't talk much.
Mm.
So this one has the program touch change your life, affected your life. So I didn't know that I could attract a man into my life. I thought because I was too ugly, so men were not talking to me. I didn't know that was not my problem. I was the problem, the way I was seeing myself. So when I got into
Yeah.
this program, it changed my mindset about that. So those are the things you ask them, and they'll give you all those things you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
you will still go meet them again with this question. You
Yes,
know,
I will.
you just meet them and then say, please, I'm taking a quick survey. I want to know how I can help you better. This is gonna take just 5 minutes of your time, and then boom,
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it, and just give it to me. So that's it.
All right.
All right. So
All right.
what's been happening generally since the last time we met?
Okay. Someone I know online, she has a group of, I actually
People.
thought it was a group of ladies, but
Okay.
after she gave me an invitation to talk with her WhatsApp group, I realized it's a group of both males and females, both married and single. So now I'm
Hmm.
stuck. I'm like, what am I going to? I'm thinking of it something that is going to, be relevant, be of
To
value to
them.
all these different years.
Okay.
And then how am I going to be able to sell my
Okay.
program?
So how are you
Yeah.
gonna do it? Are you gonna? How many people do you have in the group?
It's a WhatsApp group, so I guess maybe at maximum will be 250 something.
Okay, 255 or so. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So you're gonna do like a video or text or how?
No, it's supposed to be like text. I asked her if I could do an audio. She said she prefers where I'm chatting. Maybe I
Okay.
can put up some photos, but chatting with them, and then at the end they'll ask questions.
Okay, good. And
Yeah.
then first and foremost, they are everybody male, some are married, some are single. Have you taken time to
Yes.
ask her the highest number of people? Are they the married people or are they the single? So that have you had time to ask?
No, I didn't ask her that. I would do so
Yeah,
immediately.
please,
We're
if you
done.
can ask that. I don't know. We're on this call. I don't know if you can ask. Let's know how many people they have, which, and then if what she thinks that is the biggest problem that they have.
Okay.
You understand? Hey, what do you think is the biggest problem your audience have now? Because I want to
Hmm.
customize my training so that it can fit to that particular problem.
Yes.
So she will tell you what she thinks is the biggest problem our audience has because she knows the audience better than you do.
Better. Yes.
And so when you tell her that, then from there you cannot fix your own solution around that.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yes, I
talking
do.
about what to sell, once you get that, then you can quickly come up with something and then you have add bonuses to read. Because it's a WhatsApp group, you may make it a bit cheap,
Okay.
maybe 5,000 naira or 10,000. Then don't
Okay.
forget you're going to sell something below up there. The program should just be short program, maybe like a 1 or 2 weeks program. You
All right.
understand? So from there, you now upgrade them into your higher program. That's just the essence of that program is not to sell them your expensive stuff, is to actually upgrade
Okay.
them to buy your expensive stuff. So
All
your
right.
best content, what you want to do when you come to that event, is to shift their mindset. Let me give you an example. So I'm looking for a woman. I want to get a woman. The first thing that you want to work on
Yes.
is not to give me the steps to get that woman. You
Yes.
want to work on my mindset to believe that I can actually get
It's
the woman.
possible. Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's the things you work on. Because the biggest problem people are having, from my experience, is the mindset problem. So you want to cross,
Yes.
and when you do that mindset shift for them, the rest becomes easy. So that's why you hear them
Okay.
say, wow, I didn't know this was possible. Wow, this is
Mm.
so beautiful. I didn't know it was possible. Why? Because you caused a mindset shift for them.
Shift. Okay.
So that's what you want to do to create the mindset shift that will turn and transform their life immediately.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I do so.
So that's what you should do. Not just come and be dishing too many content to make them
Mm.
get bored.
Yes. Yes.
And when they're bored, they will not upgrade to the program you want them to get into.
All
So
right.
work on their mind, then upgrade them to your program, then not teach that boring thing in your program.
Okay.
Yes, that will not help them because already their mindset has been shifted already now.
Changed. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
when you now
So
start
they are
teaching them,
open to the
yes, they're
information.
open to the information.
Mm.
So, like the
Mm.
mindset thing is like opening them up to the possibility that is, that they didn't see or they hadn't seen before. you know.
Yeah.
So when you open them up, they're like, wow, so this is possible. You say, yes, it's possible. So you can now upgrade them to your program. So I need to reach out to the lady, know the audience of people she reach, and your program should not be too long. It's not the length that matter. It's the quality, not the quantity of the material
Okay.
you're giving out. So don't make it too long. Just make it short, precise, and hit the nail, hit the point,
All right.
and
All
that's
right.
it. So maybe you want to check some people, maybe they're having fertility issue. Some men, maybe in a group, if they're married, maybe they are unable to satisfy their wife sexually. You know, maybe that's what you want to do. Some women, maybe they are unable to be satisfied sexually, so they have this insatiable libido. So maybe that's their problem.
Okay.
So just so
Okay.
she will tell you what the problem is. Then
Mm.
you will see that every other problem she will tell you. She may tell you, okay, they have a group have 3 problems.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these 3 problems, you could see that they are all interrelated. So you cannot
Yeah,
create a
somehow.
program. Yes, you will not create a program, a training that ties around them. For instance,
Okay.
when they teach you something, it's okay, step 1 is this. Each of the problem could be step 1, step 2, step 3.
Step
They are
two,
tied together. You
step three.
understand? So,
Okay.
yeah, so you're not fixed. You will be able to touch them quickly. So nobody's left out. But again, there's no how you can reach everybody 100%. The people you
Yes,
want
I
to
think.
avoid, she tells you that if she tells you a percentage of people are people who are unemployed, who don't have job, you don't want to go for all those kind of people because they cannot buy your stuff. So you want people who can at least.
Yes. Yes.
So if a man is married or a man is looking to get married, yeah, it shows that that person is a bit responsible and may be able to afford your stuff to a reasonable extent than somebody who just passed jam and is looking for a girlfriend that he will just go to bed with. So you can see that one is not very serious.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, what other thing happened? Can you hear me?
She called me and said she would like to say hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I lost you a second.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Okay. So a friend of mine. Okay. A friend of mine called me. She said she would like to send me like a gift, financial gift, and what she wants me to do is to use it. She's married already, but she was just trying to support my books, the books, the ebooks I set up on Seller.
Okay.
So she said I can use that amount and then like buy, how do I explain it? It's as if she's buying the books, but then I can now give it out to my audience for free.
Okay. Okay.
So
So,
I'm
how
thinking,
many books?
okay,
Like,
she
how
hasn't told
much
me
is the
yet. She
money?
just told me to get back to her. Like, is this something? Would I prefer her to do it this way, or would I want her to actually buy the books and maybe give it out herself, or do I want her to write
She wants
a
she wants the
testimonial
hard
with the
copy of the
book?
book.
I actually don't have any hard copies. They're all
So,
ebooks. Yes.
okay, but I think with 50,000, is it 50,000 or 70,000 or so? You can have like 50 or something copies of hard copy of books.
Really?
Yes, there's a guy who prints low quantity, like 50 copies. He prints 50 copies, 100 copies.
Wow, I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
What's
there's
the
a guy.
quality like?
I think quality is good. It's actually somebody who's one of my programs before.
Okay.
His quality is good. His quality is okay. It's good.
Okay.
For 50 or 60, between 50 or 70,000
50,
thereabout.
60.
But you give, I think, either 80,000 for 50 copies, or I don't know, but it's not more than 80, 70,
So I
80,000
was
naira.
thinking, oh, trying to imagine how to leverage that to maybe kind of create some I don't know if to say awareness or what on
your program.
because,
Yes, I was going to say that we're going to come there, but now there's several ways you use books to sell, to create. Now, for one of our books, Passion to Dollars, we've sold over 30,000 copies of the book. Now, over 30,000 copies sold. I've gotten speaking engagements. That's why hard copy is better than soft copy sometimes. I've gotten over 500 speaking engagement, but I couldn't go to all.
Oh,
right. So, and the ones I went to, and I got paid heavily for it. And so a book can really do a transformational thing, especially the hard copy of the book. And the way you
Okay.
leverage book is this. First, like when we wanted to sell our book, we hosted an event. The event was free. The event
All
was
right.
free. And then, but for you to have a ticket to the event, you need to buy the book.
Oh, okay.
But the event was free. But to just come,
Okay.
there'll be food, there'll be drink. So you
All
come to the
right.
event. The event was free. And then when they came to the event, they got the book. We trained them, and then we now sold the stuff to them. And many of them bought the stuff, and that made us a lot of more than 4 million that day.
Wow.
So that's a strategy you can also deploy too. But when you're doing this thing, I don't like when Christians write book and make it too Christian.
Christiany. Too much
Yeah, or too
Christianity is
Christian.
inside
Yes,
it.
yeah. You start quoting Bible
Yes.
verses.
Yes.
Wait. Let me quote John. You make it. It looks boring.
Okay.
Because if you check most international Christian pastors, they don't quote. They don't behave like that. The Joel Osteen of this world. I mean, I've read many of his books. It's not like that. Many of those people are not like that. But when a Nigerian pastor writes a book, before he says one thing, he will bring the Bible. so you don't know
The
whether you're
several
reading a
passages
book.
on each
Yeah,
page.
you don't know whether you're reading a book or you're reading the Bible.
The Bible. That's so funny.
so you need to know when you do that, because people buy book. Like when one day I went to Port Harcourt in my hotel, my host, the church, the pastor, founder of a church, just came to me. He said his brother was around. I said, "What's the matter?" The brother wanted my help. I said, "What's the help?" He said, "Wanted to market his book." I said, "Okay, good." So, what's the title of the book, sir? He brought the book. He brought a complimentary copy of the book to me.
Okay.
He said I should read. I should get the book. I said, "Okay, thank you, sir." So, what is the matter? Why do you want me to market the book? He said, "What's the title of the book?" I asked him. He said the title of the book is Alpha and Omega. And now, consciously, I said the beginning and the end. I think that was the title of the book. So he now showed me the book. And what, are you serious? This is the title of the book? He said, yeah. I said, what? So, I'm sorry. I said, I told him, I gave him one advice. I'm sure that the man, I'm sure anytime he thinks of the advice I gave to him, he will be laughing at me or he will call me a wicked person. Because I said the best thing is to take it to seminary, all these Reverend Father schools and all those things, and give it to them. Because this is not going to sell. I just told him that. The man he was like, he didn't laugh, but his brother was laughing. The pastor was laughing. He didn't laugh. Obviously, because that's the truth. I just told him the bitter truth. So the point I'm making is, when you're writing a book, don't make it look too Christian-y. I get people give me book all the time. Even right now, yesterday some people brought book to me. But if your book, I want to get your opinion on matters. If I want to read my Bible, I can go pick my Bible and read. That's the truth. But that's not to say that you shouldn't make some references to the Bible or something. But when it becomes too much, yes, and don't write it. Look, if you read my book, which I think you have, that Passion to Dollar, you see that there was a application, a solution to life applicable problem. No many talk, just realistic problem solving. So that's what people want to do. Like a man is having sexual issue, maybe erection issue. You don't want to start quoting how Abraham had the same problem and what he did. You just want to go straight.
He doesn't want to know. He just wants a solution.
You just want this, exactly. And now that people have a very short time span.
Yes, attention span too.
I mean, it's like goldfish, very scarce. So you want to give it to them almost once they ask you, before they finish, you're already giving them the solution to their problem. So that's what I need you to please do, so that you don't join this bandwagon of people making this silly mistake of writing book. The book, like, okay, I have a book. It's just 65 pages. But that book, we've sold over 5,000 copies of the book.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to ask you about the number of pages. What would you recommend?
It doesn't matter. What matters is solving the problem, but make it short, sneaky. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing for a book. Don't just write a book and leave it blank. Most authors make the problem. Somebody who bought ejaculation book has ejaculation problem.
Yes.
Now you've given him information about the ejaculation issue.
Okay.
Now, and so what? You can use that book to say, okay, now I've given you everything. If you need my personal help to help you solve this ejaculation problem, I am going to help you. Reach me, call me on this number, reach me on this. If you want me to come and speak to your church, audience, or group, reach me on so and so. So you leave them with something that they can reach you on.
Okay.
Don't just write and go away.
So it also becomes like an advert for you.
Yes, it is. Not it becomes, it is actually an advert. The footer, if you have a website, they should be on the footer section of each pages. The website should be on the footer section where they can go and get free materials. So you have their contact, you can sell more stuff to them, in the future.
Okay.
So if a lady is going to send you money, I don't know how much the person is going to send to you, but if something that is up to 100 or 200, then the best thing is you rework on your book. And these things I just told you, you see them. Make the book fun and easy to read. Make it look like you're reading like a literature, like a novel with love, suspense. People are seeing it like, wow. If you check down my book, you will see that wait, where did we stop again? Okay, I remember now. So let's continue. Now I did those things deliberately because that's how I talk. So because here's the thing. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm just me. I'm not speaking big grammar from one encyclopedia. I'm just talking naturally. So when you're also writing a book or anything, you should speak, just talk the way you talk. If you do full stop, if you use whatever swear language, whatever thing you do, just be you. Be you. And then people will just understand. People can relate with you. But when you, sometimes, look, one of my books, I said, look, this book, I almost